Hello, you've finished the course. Now what? This part is totally optional, but I would try it out for a week to see how you feel. This is also where I wanted to make changes. In every course I took, you took the course, received your certificate, and then you maybe got a call a week later to see how you were doing. You were done until you took the next course. You were so excited about everything you just learned that you wanted to share it with everyone, but no one really wanted to listen to you. They didn't understand because they hadn't gone through the course. All the people you experienced the course with disappeared, and sometimes you never saw them again. In our group, you'll be able to keep up with your classmates and others who have gone through the course as well. Everyone will be able to share in the excitement and experience of taking your first Reiki course with you. I wanted to add a little bit more to help to my course to help people navigate the changes that Reiki may bring to their lives and to help them to make it part of their daily life. When I first finished, I used it all the time, but I couldn't find anybody to work with. So I worked on my pets, who really loved it. But after a while, you kind of forgot how to work on people. Then I found I didn't even work on myself as often until after I took the next course. In this course, you can go to the group and find 3 weeks, which is the 21 days of detox, of morning and evening routines. So you can work Reiki into your daily routines and get all the benefits it has to offer. I'm also borrowing from the book The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod to help people create a daily morning routine that works for them as part of this course. I created it, or actually, I adjusted it from what he already created, and I worked on it myself for 2 weeks before I decided to add it to my course. I love the way I feel and how much more energy I have every day now. I thought it would be a nice addition for everyone to help them work through the 21 days of self care until they get to Reiki 2 if they decide to take that course. You can also just keep doing them beyond the 21 days in between the courses if you like, or if you decide not to take any more courses, you can just keep doing this daily routine forever or make it your own. One thing I found that was helpful was creating my own morning playlists to put on when I first wake up. I have the Spotify link to it in the group if you want to listen to it for some ideas to make your own, or just listen to it when you get up in the morning instead of making your own. Your morning actually starts the night before. A friend of mine told me this a long time ago. I cannot remember the name of the book she got it from. The first night after class, we're going to start making changes to your daily habits to help you incorporate Reiki into your life. Excuse me. The daily evening routine. First thing you want to do is get your water bottle or fill your water bottle and put it on your nightstand. Then you're going to follow the evening Reiki routine from the group, or you can make up your own. You either want to leave it up on your phone for the next morning so you don't have to scroll to find it, or you can download it. I don't know if once I get on Facebook, if I'm looking for something, I start doom scrolling, and this is going to try to help you make a new habit. Instead of reaching for your phone first thing in the morning or scrolling, this is something that you can do either before you go on Facebook or instead of. And another thing that is a good idea is to think of something exciting or that you're excited about the next day. And that can be maybe your favorite cup of coffee, your favorite cup of tea. Maybe you're making yourself something extra special for breakfast in the morning, which is another thing I changed. Um, in another course I took, they were like, if you had the life that you wanted, what would be something that you did? And every morning I would be like, oh, I'd have this perfect breakfast and blah, blah, blah. So now every couple of mornings or every other morning, I make my favorite breakfast or something that's really, instead of just grabbing 2 pieces of toast and a cup of tea, I make myself a nice breakfast in the morning. I have my cup of tea every day because it's my favorite. I stopped treating my tea like it was a treat, and it is something that I enjoy every day now instead. So those are some simple things that you can be excited about. Or maybe you're going on a trip, or maybe there's something bigger, or there's a new book you want to read. Just anything to make you excited about waking up in the next morning. You just want to put that in your mind the day before because it's going to help you feel better about the next morning before you even get there. In the morning, when you wake up, to start your daily morning routine, instead of, like I said, reaching for your phone and scrolling, you want to grab for the bottle of water. And then you're going to take some, drink some water to help you hydrate from the night before. And it kind of, I took a course on habits. I took a lot of courses, I read a lot of books, but your whole life, if you have habits you're trying to break, you are exchanging one habit for another habit. And pretty much that's your whole life is just trying to break a habit by making a new habit to get rid of that habit. So instead of reaching for my phone, I have to remind myself every day to reach for my bottle of water in the morning and get a drink of water. So that is breaking my grabbing the phone, looking to see on Facebook or Instagram or any social media, checking my emails. Instead of doing that first thing, I'm grabbing my bottle of water and getting a drink. So that helps start a new habit. Now that you've gotten your drink of water, you want to sit in meditation for a few minutes, or you want to sit in silence and enjoy the peace that it brings before you start your day. Sometimes that's the only thing quiet. You get up before everybody else gets up, and the whole house is just that quiet. So instead of just hurrying up and trying to get everything done, just sit with it for a minute and enjoy the quiet, the peace that you have before your day starts. Then you can put on your morning playlist if you've made one, and then you want to practice yourself Reiki, which you can either just do Reiki on yourself, or you can use one of the morning routines that I have in the group, or like I said, you can make your own. You may want to read 10 pages of a book. Maybe you have a book that you've been putting off and you don't have time to read it, or you haven't made time to read it. So now here's your chance. Read a couple pages. Or if you don't have time to do it, maybe listen to a podcast as you go into your next part of your day. Or put a YouTuber on that you like and listen to one of their YouTubes. This way, you've got something going on and your brain is doing something else and something that you enjoy. You may want to journal for about 5 minutes, or you can just sit and practice gratitude or think of a couple things you're grateful for. Do some type of movement. Take a walk around the block, do some yoga, tai chi, qigong, or any other type of movement that gets the blood flowing. Even doing head, shoulders, knees, and toes counts. I know everyone has different time constraints, and this whole routine can take about an hour, but you can shorten it or do different parts at different times of day. Start it on a day off if you work, and then see how you feel and how you might be able to work it in during the work week or things you might want to shorten. Like maybe you don't have time to read in the morning, but you can do a water bottle, sit in meditation, do yourself Reiki with your playlist on, and then on the drive to work, put on your favorite podcast and listen to it over the radio instead of reading a book or doing it at home. Or you can have it on while you brush your teeth in the morning and do all your morning stuff and get dressed. There's just different ways that you can look at it and try to see how you can change some things. I also wanted to take a minute to talk about personal sovereignty. Reiki is more than a healing practice. It's a pathway to reclaiming your personal sovereignty. It's allowing individuals to stand in their own power with confidence, clarity, and alignment. Through Reiki, we cultivate a deeper connection to our energy, recognizing that true healing comes from within and is guided by our own intuitive wisdom. Personal sovereignty is the ability to honor one's inner truth, to trust in the flow of life while maintaining agency over one's choices, emotions, and well being. Reiki empowers this sovereignty by facilitating self healing, dissolving energetic blocks, and strengthening our alignment with the universal life force energy. By consciously working with Reiki, we reclaim authority over our own spiritual, mental, and physical states. We release external dependencies, fears, and limitations, stepping into a space where healing is not sought from external sources but nurtured from within. This practice reinforces self trust, reminding us that our own energy system holds the wisdom to guide, heal, and uplift our lives. Aligning with Reiki means embracing personal responsibility for our spiritual growth, honoring our capacity to transmute challenges into transformation, and acknowledging the interconnected yet autonomous nature of our existence. Reiki is not a force that imposes control. It is a practice that restores balance, sovereignty, and the realization that we are the architects of our own well being. Life is an adventure. Live it, enjoy it. Come to the cliff, he said. They said, we were afraid. Come to the cliff, he said. They came. He pushed them and they flew. And this circles back to the beginning of the course when we talked about the fool taking the leap off the cliff into, excuse me, into something new. I hope you enjoyed this Reiki course. I hope you take the time to start your own daily practice. And I hope that you start seeing more changes in your life as you go through. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey.